The light body worker can inspire the patient or the apprentice to have visionary experiences during the light body work. These visionary experiences can have the content from the patient's background, the patient's religious background or cultural background, or the vision can be of a other nature as possibly related to the light body healing that is occurring. The light body environment that is established in the healing can influence the patient in ways that are not normal, in that the patient may have visionary experiences as described and other physical manifestations such as epileptic seizures or types of involuntary motion, involuntary talking, involuntary writing, and trance-like conditions that can occur spontaneously during the healing. Therefore, during the light body healing, it is advisable that light body technicians that can restrain the patient or help the light body worker if anything is amiss are available to help out. So light body work for some light body workers can be dangerous if they are trying to treat someone that has a serious demon that is violent and is resisting of the light body work. So in the light body worker's experience, the light body worker has to beware of treating those that are ill intent against the light body worker, and to essentially avoid those who do not believe or skeptical could actually damage the light body work. So this is a word of caution in that the light body worker is in a precarious position in these times, in that the light body work is in a state of flux and in state of investigation. And in any new science, it will take investigation of the highest nature, scientific methods, and high research done for many cases in order to verify particular techniques and procedures. But the light body worker is not one that necessarily has to prove all of these things or provide procedures to investigators, in that is their own light body work within their own light body culture. It is inherently part of their tradition. It is owned by their tradition and cannot necessarily be stolen, copyrighted, and but it can be copied, and the ideas that are part of light body traditions are rather universal, in that it is common sense to know light body technology, and that we have a light body residing within us. Most of us do. And the light body understanding is part of all light body intuitively or light body awareness. And in understanding the light body work, one needs to possibly look to the past of light body workers in your own religion and how they use light body energy to perform miracles of faith or to bring people to greater understanding. And the light body work is one that can be respected across religious barriers, and because the light body illumination or the understanding is such that it transcends any particular faith or religion or practice. And the cultural traditions associated with light body enhancement or enlightenment can also be part of the full color and scope of the light body myth and tradition, which makes it so colorful, entertaining, and worthy of study. In using light body, one needs to understand that in the age now, there may be resistance. There may be people that do not believe in use of light body, in use of the Holy Spirit, in healing, and refuse to be moved by the Spirit or be taken by the Spirit or have anything to do with the Spirit. And for some that is of good reason. They have their own faith, their own belief, and their own stability within that. So in these times, though, we must, as light body workers, beware of harassment and subjugation to problems or restrictions upon our ability to use our light body energy. So we have to, in fact, be able to observe the laws and norms of our societies where we practice our light body work, yet to be able to demand that we can practice it as part of our tradition, part of our faith, part of our lineage. And we have to, as our faith demands, be true to our faith and practice our light body technology, our light body work in the manner which we have to do. Essentially, light body technicians or light body workers may have to practice privately if there is no avenue for public practice of light body work. And the light body workers may be subject to harassment from the majority religion or other faiths that have conflict or non-belief, and or essentially antagonistic or hostile to light body work. Light body workers are not limited to being of any particular religious caste. They can be agnostic, have no real religious belief or belief in what is happening. They may consider it entirely scientific principle of life, and we can accept that because it is, in fact, part of the universe. It has very definable types of principles and attributes that can be measured scientifically, eventually, we hope. Yet the light body technology is available and has been available to peoples around the world of all religions and of faiths. Natural indigenous peoples had their shamans and still have their shamans and religious traditions, and even animists have connection with the life force, the spirit force, and can use that force. Even those that have respect for the animal totems have respect for light beings. These animal totems are light beings and have light energy, light bodies, and can do light body work as well. So across the spectrum of the earth, religions, we have a full type of understanding of light body, and yet we, in some cases, are intolerant of others' religious light body experience and possibly could learn from other light bodies and light body practitioners by having a type of universal light body understanding. Universal light body understanding is part of the entire vibratory network that all light bodies are connected to and part of. And in this, we see that each individual light body, each individual person is part of a light body network, in that they are connected to other light bodies in their environment, their proximity, and across the world. And they're connected by their family, by their work, by their community, and other types of connectivities. These light-body connectivities between individual spirits, which are light-body spirits, allow light-body communication to occur over a wide network or throughout a wide consciousness of light bodies. This light-body intelligence or light-body communication goes on beyond the normal consciousness of most people and is part of the conscious network that is the light-body conscious network. The light-body conscious network connects all individuals who have the light-body vibration, which in our case as humans has a certain vibratory frequency and connects our human frequencies together, although there are multitudes of variations, combinations, and on those types of themes. The light-body connectivity allows light bodies within a particular environment to interact in order to conduct business in the real world more efficiently. Therefore, we assume that things go the way they do because there is more than meets the eye in our reality. It is our light bodies working ahead of us in time and being able to make our reality happen in the way it does. And this is in cooperation with other light bodies we might call angels or spirits, and the Spirit of God and the Holy Spirit as well. As light body workers learn to dispense light body energy in their life, they are learning from the great masters of light body technicians. And one of those being Jesus brought the great mystery of the bringing or the sending of the Holy Spirit, which was the fifth great mystery. And in the work of the outpouring of the Spirit into the world, the light body technician is able to use the Spirit in order to bring the light body energy to all individuals within their proximity. And what this allows is a type of enlightenment, awareness, enhancement that can start as a auric enhancement, auric energetic enhancement, vibratory enhancement to the aura, and a type of cleansing of the aura as well, just from the light body work. And then the light body can also be affected and be healed, and the physical body also having corresponding effects from that. So what can occur just through the light body's work, light body workers' work, is that the individual patient or individual within the proximity of the light body worker can undergo change. This can be voluntary or involuntary, in that the light body worker may have other light body workers or spirits associated with them, so that the light body spirits may in fact lend a hand or lend light body healing to other individuals within the proximity, such as even bystanders who are just witnessing light body healing may in fact receive healings and receive the type of energy and enhancements, or even third eye chakra enhancements, activations, and other types of experiences leading to light body enlightenment. In the dispensation of light body energy, the light body worker is using technologies that have been available through their tradition, yet they should learn also the traditions of others that have ability to use the light body very effectively. And in that, the meaning that the religions that are show ways in which spirit energy can be emanated from various parts of the body for healing purposes can be studied. Therefore, the emanation of energies from the hands, from the eyes, from the feet, and other parts of the body such as the heart, can be studied and seen as influential light body emanation areas or points, light body points of activity, activation. And through the light body's work, the light body is able to do various things because of their ability to use light body energy forms, or to create light body forms, or to create light body energy appendages in order to do light body work upon the individual patient or apprentice. In using the light body technology, the individual light body worker has to rely upon the authority that they have from the Holy Spirit to accomplish various types of things within the healing methodology. So the importance of receiving permission from the patient is paramount, and from the Spirit is also necessary, in that the light body energy healing should be done with universal Holy Spirit energy and not the personal energy of the light body worker. It is possible for the light body worker to accumulate a certain amount of energy within their light body, within themselves, to effect a certain amount of healing, but it is more preferable to use the hands and the body of the light body of the light worker to do the healing, in that it is less strenuous. In fact, it is, the light body is in fact made for doing light body healing, has the types of shapes. It's the light body anatomy is perfectly suited for doing light body healing, and by doing this light body healing, the light body anatomy is of course energized and healed as well. So the light body healers become healed as well, and they have enhancement through the cooperation of the Spirit, and the flowing or outpouring of the Spirit is essentially a type of awakening, and this awakening begins in the light worker and can awaken the patient or the apprentice light body and other bodies. And yet this awakening is part of an awakening that occurs not only in the individual patient or apprentice, but around in the whole world. This is becoming the age of the Spirit, the age and time of the Holy Spirit. And as light bodies do their work, there is greater spiritual presence, or the Spirit of the Lord or God will be more present in all light bodies. So light body work enhances the Spirit of God, and God being part of, or the Spirit being part of God or part of the universe, is especially in its own time or its own period, its own phase, and its status is becoming greater as this new age, which some have determined as the age of Spirit, is upon us. And what this means is that the age of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, will be upon individuals, groups of people, such as families and clans, and that the people everywhere will feel the Spirit to a much greater degree, that we will become new people. We will become people of the Spirit. We will become filled with the Spirit. We will become filled with the energy and mind of the Spirit. Our minds will become the mind of the Spirit speaking through us as we do our deeds in day to day. We still have our free will, yet we are part of the Holy Spirit, and can feel the Holy Spirit within us and His presence. And we feel the presence of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, in our lives much greater as these times go on. And this gives each of us a greater connectivity to each other, because the Holy Spirit will begin to resonate in more of us, especially those touched by light body work and light body workers. And in the years to come, light body workers will be those who are able to emanate and manifest great degrees of illumination, enlightenment, wisdom, and understanding of the healing technology that is about to transform this world. What this means is that as individual spirits, as individuals, we will be able to be in communication with the Holy Spirit, to be able to have the Holy Spirit around us and within us. And this means as light body, we are in fact becoming part of the greater body of spirit. And as we live in our physical life bodies, we become more holy because we are channeling greater and higher Holy Spirit energy into our body, into our light body, our life body, and our other auric and emotional bodies. Therefore, in the future, we will have greater connectivity, not only with the Holy Spirit, but with all of us, and with the understanding, the intelligence of what will be, of what has been, and why.